I sometimes have these discussions in the mirror, and I'm so pertinent and I'm like so clear about what I want to talk about, and I wish I could turn on my camera at that very moment, but I can't. So then I go back to picking up my phone and talking about what I wanted to talk. Today I was thinking a lot about emotional fitness and how being emotionally fit for me is like the priority at this moment in my life. I truly believe that success, no matter what you have, no matter what you acquire in life, really comes back to being able to having sustainable, meaningful relationships with yourself and with others. And it's very funny because I remember we were in an NLP training, we were playing this game, and at one point we were supposed to pick up a piece of paper and write the 5 most important people in our life or something of the sort, right? And I picked my paper, and of course my family, my partner, my friends, and so on and so forth. And then the trainer asked whether anybody in that room wrote themselves, like pick them, hey Vlad, pick themselves to be one of the most important people in their lives. And very few of us were had put ourselves on that list. I wasn't there, right? So going back, emotional fitness, being able to recognize your emotions, being able to manage my emotions, not your emotions, but my emotions in a sustainable, healthy, authentic way is what I'm striving for. And I'm making this live because it triggers me a lot when people are like, oh, and it's mostly in male-driven contexts where people are like, oh, just push away those emotional bullshit, that emotional bullshit, like there's no space for that, and so on and so forth. And I think that comes from a space of well, as a society, I think that we kind of created this society around an emotion, like non-emotional involvement. And I think that we are um, in a moment in time when more people are coming to what I think is the reality of our soul, which is we are we are eternal beings having a human experience. And from that space, I think it's very important to understand that we are a complexity of things, and emotions are a very, very important aspect of that. That being said, I truly believe in managing, in being able to manage those emotions in a way that is, again, sustainable and ecological for my well-being and for the well-being of those around me. So what I'm trying to say here is embrace emotions, right? Don't become those emotions, don't act from the space of those emotions, but let those emotions come to you. The more you push them, the more they will come to haunt you. The most successful, the most powerful people that I've met in this lifetime are people who are able to fully express who they are, to be vulnerable enough to recognize their emotions and to share those emotions, and to not be those emotions when they act, right? It pains me to my core when people who have so many things to offer are hiding from their emotions. They are not in touch with their emotions. And like, if you are one of those people who is like such a marvelous entity in this lifetime, and you've created so many things, and you've got so much to offer and so much to share, if you are not able to get in touch with your emotions, and you are not able to share things also while you are experiencing them, while you are feeling the emotion of it all, it's gonna always be a bridge between you and the people that you are in service of, or the people that you are trying to help, right? And it's unfortunate because you will, like, it happened to me, and I recognize this very profoundly in other people. There are people who probably admire the hell out of you, and they love the heck out of you, and they will not be able to share that with you. Guess why? Because you have put that barrier, and you said, no, I'm calling bullshit on emotions and on emotional experiences and on emotion sharing. And then again, it's like a barrier that you are putting so that people feel those barriers and be under no under no illusion. So it will be difficult for them to express how they feel about what you are doing or who you are as a person or the way that you help them. Just being able, no, it like I love when I feel that somebody is open enough to receive the compliments that I'm making, and I'm able to go to them and say, hey, you are such an amazing person, like you helped me and you impacted me so much and I admire you so much, right? I can do that, but some other people, I just feel that there is no space for that. And guess what? The other side of the coin is that you are freaking wired for emotion, and probably you don't understand why there is this gap between what you're offering and how people are perceiving you. I've met people and I've worked with people who are telling me, but you know what? Like, it feels that people think that I am a mean person, or it feels like they don't like me, or they are afraid of me. Like, well, yes, because that's kind of what you're putting out there, right? And that only comes from the fact that you are not comfortable with being an emotional being. And when I'm saying emotional, it's not about crying in your fists and like acting out of this highly emotional state. It's mostly about recognizing the emotions that you are going through, and calling them out. So like, when you are experiencing fear, that's fear. When you're experiencing anger, that's anger. When you're experiencing frustration, that's frustration. Being able to call your emotions, to like label them and see them and acknowledge them and celebrate them and then let go of them, I think that that's the process. That's the whole process. It doesn't mean that we are all gonna like touch our hearts and like be fully connected and hold hands and sing I don't know sing songs. It's not about that. I mean, like, I don't believe in that. I mean, like, I believe in that either. There's a space and there is a context for that too. But I do believe in embracing emotions. I do believe in letting emotions flow. I do believe in recognizing and celebrating emotions. I I love the fact that I can experience such a wide palette of emotions, and it's so beautiful, and it's so beautiful to see people going through those emotions. Probably from a psychological point of view, like if you're experiencing an emotion for more than, I think it's 8 seconds or something of the sorts, or 15 seconds, I don't remember, and you are really stuck in that emotion, then yeah, something needs to needs to change. It's not healthy. But then I think that as a human experience, we are going through such a beautiful range and such a wide range of emotions, and I love that. I truly, truly love that. I have moments when I'm like super angry, and then I start laughing at myself, and I'm like, oh my god, you are so angry for what? Let's see, what are you angry about now, right? And in that very moment, I snap out of the anger, right? Or like, I love sorrows, like sadness, and I'm revisiting that from time to time, and I'm playing a little bit of Damien Rice and watching a little bit of The Hours when Daniel, or what the name, I forgot the name of the character, is talking about how beautiful she is, and then he jumps off the window. So like, I have this stuff that are like helping me go to that space. Like sometimes I'm really sad, and because I'm already sad, I'm revisiting some songs or some movies or some books that are helping me get even sadder, and that's not okay, right? Because what is happening is that I am spiraling, and I'm going deeper and deeper in that emotion. That's not helpful. Mostly emotions that are low vibe, they are not helpful. But that doesn't mean that they should be ostracized and rejected and banned and oh no, I'm such a strong woman that I'm not experiencing this or that. Nope, I am experiencing this and that, and I'm super powerful, because while I'm experiencing anger, while I'm experiencing frustration, while I'm getting to my sad, woolly little box, I am able to call on that, and I'm able to say no. And at this very moment, I don't feel like that. I don't want to feel like that. So then I'm doing something to get out of that, and Latin music helps a lot. So like, thank you, Despacito and Zumba. Okay, cool. So I want to make more of this. Like, I wish I had like a camera that I can just like turn on. Oh, I'm gonna show you something. Hey, Bogu. Hey, Grumpy Bogu. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna be famous on YouTube because I put a little cat inside my inside my video too. Yeah, I wish there was a way for me to download what I have inside my head and how I'm experiencing certain things from time to time, because it's really helpful for me to express myself in a raw way. um, okay, cool. I wish you a happy Sunday, and I do wish for you to feel love and to experience love and to express love and to experience all those juicy and delicious things, because that's why we are here in this lifetime, to share things and to connect with ourselves and with other people. So I hope you are enjoying your human experience, and if you are not, then do enjoy it because it's really cool. Have a happy day. Bye.